The second couple to dance their solo rumba are from Italy. It's couple 110, Aniello Langella and Cristina Moshenka. And that rounds off the solo rumba from the Italian couple. Couple 170, the current reigning world champions from Russia, Alexei Silda and Anna Fushtova, dancing their solo rumba. And that brings us to the end of the solo performance by the Russian couple. Couple 165 from the United States of America, Valentin Shermikovsky and Daria Shesnikova, dancing their solo rumba. And that rounds off the solo performance by the American couple.
We feel a little bit of pressure, but not in terms of getting a result, but more in terms of putting up a good show and representing our people well. Because I grew up in the city, and for me it means a lot to have my family, my friends, people I grew up with, people that followed my career but never saw who I competed against, you know, because the top couples come from Europe, and every time I would go across overseas and would compete there and would be successful there, not successful there, but I would come back and they would not understand why I'm a certain place, and now it's a huge privilege to be able to show them the quality of dancing that we compete against, you know, year-round.
And now it's time for 108 from Croatia, Zoran Plok and Tatjana Lavinovic to dance their solo performance in rumba. And that rounds off the solo performance by the Croatian couple. The sixth couple to qualify for this evening's final and the last couple to dance their solo rumba, couple 133 from Russia, Andrei Zaitsev and Anna Kuzminskaya. That rounds off the solo performance by the Russian couple in rumba and brings us to the end of the solo section in rumba. Now it's time for the comparative rumba. Now as you watch the Russian couple here, you can see how the lady uses her back, the stretch of her body, how the man places his legs and feet. Couple 110 from Italy. You can see how they use the connection to communicate with each other to allow them to move in harmony. The second Russian couple, you can see the usage of the couple's hips, legs and feet. Couple 165 from the United States. Couple 170, the current world champions defending the title this evening. It'll be interesting to see whether they manage to pull it off for the second year in a row. The surprise of the final this evening, couple 165, the Americans. It'll be interesting to see whether they manage to come higher than 6th place. As you watch all 6 couples, you can see their individual interpretation of the dance, which allows for the different approaches and styles that you see on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the rumba. Now it's time for the Samba. An excellent start from the Russian couple here. You can see the usage of the knees to create the bent leg action, which is characteristic of this dance, the contraction within the stomach muscles, and the usage of the hips for the rhythm. Couple 133, Andrei Zaitsev and Anna Kuzminskaya, the second Russian couple in this evening's final. You can see the way that they use the connection with each other to create different rhythms and shapes. The Danish couple, Martino Zannibalato and Michelle Abildrup. Slightly different style to the other couples, much more grounded, much more usage of the legs and feet. And Zoran Plok and Tatjana Lavinovic from Croatia. Much more dynamic couple using much more acrobatic choreography. Couple 165 representing the United States of America. A very grounded approach to their samba. Couple 163 representing Denmark in the final. Martino Zannibalato and Michelle Abildrup. Using very classical actions in shadow position, referred to as crusados walks. The same thing now being demonstrated by the Russian couple. It's fascinating to watch a World Championship finals and to see the couples using basic actions, which are the fundamental of the dance. And that brings us to the end of Samba. Now it's time for the cha-cha-cha. Now, as you watch the American couple, you can see the way they use the torso, the muscular requirements, the placement of the legs and feet, and the energy and physical condition that these dancers have. If you can imagine that most of these dancers, to qualify for the semi-final, have had to dance over 30 dances. With the final, they'll now dance another 7 dances. That's why DanceSport is one of the most challenging sports in the world today, making these dancers among some of the top sports people in the world. But the unique thing with this is that it's also an art form, and you can see the presentation and performance of the couples, the artistic approach to the usage of the music, which is what makes DanceSport unique. Couple 170 from Russia. Couple 163 from Denmark. Couple 165 from the United States. And that concludes the cha-cha-cha, and we move on now to the jive. And here we see a very acrobatic half-split action from the American dancer. Quite a crowd pleaser, but not really characteristic of the dance. Be interesting to see what the judges make of that. Now in the jive, we're expecting to see a lot of ankle tension, good bounce on the ball of the feet, high moving knees, and a good swing action in the hips. Zoran Plok and Tatjana Lavinovic from Croatia. Watch how they dance this dance. You can see the knees, the feet, and the hip action. Now, one of the interesting things with the jive, if you watch the couples, you can see that there are 2 main styles. The international style with a high leg action and a swing action, which is a lot more grounded. And if you watch the Russian and the Danish couples here, you can see the 2 different approaches to this dance. The American couple now looking rather heavy, slightly tired and lethargic in their movement. I hope that he can pick up his energy a little bit more, because he still has 2 dances left to perform. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the jive.
Being in champions, it's more harder, because everybody thought that it's much more easier. But you know, we should show in every single round, every single dance that we are from Russia, and we are representing Russia, and we are world champions of last year.
We have really a big responsibility, and then you should work more to look good every time on the floor, and not give any time that you couldn't dance, so you're doing not your best.
I try to relax, but I try to make me calm, but it's really difficult. And I try to feel the moment.
Performing their solo paso doble, couple 170 from Russia, Alexei Silda and Anna Festova. And that concludes the solo paso doble by the Russian couple.